In this lesson, we're going to learn how to take sight reading exercises and play them and record them, but do it in 3 different keys to really challenge ourselves. So we're going to learn to transpose, as well as look at key signatures and play in some really unfamiliar keys and see what happens. So to do this, we're going to start in the Noteflight Learn library, and we're going to open up and we're going to sort through and filter by all the different sight reading exercises, which are over here. So there's lots of different sight readings in multiple keys. So I've already gone through and sorted down, and I'm going to try sight reading number 4. These are numbered in a sequential way, so you can scroll down to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're in various keys already, so all the number 7s are the same, just outlined in various keys, but of course, we can change the key further. So let's go ahead and grab number 4, and I'm going to start in, let's go ahead and start in D major, and I'll show you how to go ahead and transpose it for your instrument. So here's a short exercise. I'm going to check out a copy and let's see how we can use this. Now, the first thing I want to do is talk about transposition and transposing instruments. So I'm going to play this on trumpet, which of course is a B-flat instrument. If you're playing a flute, oboe, a string instrument, or anything that's already in C, you don't have to worry about transposing instruments. But in this case, we do. So I want to play this in concert E-flat. So the first thing I'm going to do is take the key out of this because we're going to keep changing it up, and we're just going to leave it out for a second. So we're going to make this actually the E-flat example, just so we know which one it is. And now we're going to transpose. Now it's currently in the key of D. So to get to E-flat, I'm going to go up a half step. So we're going to select all, which I just Command A, selected all. And we're actually going to go to pitch, and I'll go ahead and pin this palette up here. And we're going to go to pitch and we're going to go to transpose. So we're going to go up a second. We're going to go a minor second, and we're going to change the key. And this should take us right up into E flat, which is cool. Now, sometimes we get these weird accidentals, right? So a B double flat, you can use the Z key to do enharmonic spellings. So we can change this enharmonically to actually A natural instead of B double flat. So you can always do that if you want to change the enharmonic spelling here. Now, let's go ahead and get this set up for a B flat trumpet. So now that I have it in concert E flat, I want to go in the parts panel, and I may need to change my instrument. Right now it's for piano. So we're going to go in and just type trumpet and find our trumpet. Now it's a B flat instrument. Now, nothing changes yet because you have to turn off concert pitch. Everything in Noteflight defaults to concert pitch for composing. So you just turn off concert pitch, and ta-da, it transposes up for trumpet. So we're in the key of E flat, but we're transposed up to F for our B flat trumpet. So now we can go ahead and just play this. Now, if you're sight reading, I would not listen to it first. I would just jump in and play it right away. And I like to record my first take just to force myself to just go ahead and go with whatever happens. So here we go. We're going to hit record. And I'm just going to record and play this and see what happens. So we have a recording, and we can listen back and we can listen to what notes we played wrong or right, and I'll show you real quick how to do that. So now I'm hearing my trumpet. Now if I want to check my notes, I can actually click this Noteflight track over on the right and listen to both the Noteflight playback and the trumpet at the same time. Now the trumpet's always going to sound better, but this way if there's a different note, it'll be easy to hear. And you can always switch. I can turn off the recording and listen just to the Noteflight playback. And I can toggle back to just my recording. Of course, listen at the same time. So you have both options there, which is really cool for recording. Now, let's try this in different keys. So what we're going to do is what I think we should do is save this as is, make sure it's saved, and we're going to save a copy. So I'm just going to hit the Save a Copy button right in the score menu, and it's going to say, yes, I'm going to leave this page and go to a new page. Now my E flat score is still there. This is a copy. So what I'm going to do is say, let's take this and move it up to E major. So let's see what happens there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into record. I'm going to delete my recording because I don't want my old recording there. That's on the first one. I'm actually going to take the, go back to edit mode. I'm going to take out the copy of, because now this is just sight reading number 4 in E. And now we have to transpose it. So I'm going to select all again. The other way is that you can select all here by selecting the left of the measure. And we're going to go back into pitch, back into transpose, and we went from E flat up to E. So again, we're going up that minor second. We're going to let the key change, which is we want. And here we go. Look at all those hashtags. Wow. Okay, so now this is really tricky. So I'm going to save this in the new key. And let's go ahead and record this in E concert, which of course is F sharp for trumpet. All the hashtags available. And let's go ahead and see what happens now. So I'll tell you a little trick while that's loading. 6 sharps is really hard to remember. All I'm thinking is B natural. Everything else is sharp, so I'm just playing B natural and I'm playing everything else sharp. So when you're in lots of sharps and flats, it's easier to think of what's natural and just sharp everything else. So here's my recording now in F sharp or E concert. So we can continue with this exercise and we can take the same thing, make a copy, and from here, I'm going to, yes, it's going to ask me, you want to leave? You're going to go into a new page. And now let's go ahead and take this up to F, or maybe even F sharp, G flat. We can go wherever we want. So this time, let's go a whole step, right? In this case, let's see if we can go up to F sharp and see what happens. So now I'm going to take the word copy out. So we're going to go a whole step. Now, before I do this, I like to go ahead and just delete my old recording because we don't need that because that was in the old key. And since we're going to a new key, we're going to do the same step. We're going to go to edit mode and we're going to select all the measures. We're going to go to pitch, transpose. We're going to still go up a second, but this time we're going to go a major second. And ta-da, let's see what happens. Oh, good. So this is actually good. So what it did, I'll put it back in concert pitch, it actually moved it to F sharp, which is correct, but G sharp is not a key we'd play in, right? So for the trumpet transposition, it actually put it in A flat, which makes total sense. So this makes total sense here. You would play it in A flat on trumpet. It sounds in G flat or F sharp in concert pitch. So now, just for fun, since we're all at it, let's go and see how we can do with 4 flats. Record, start. Shucks, I tried to play a G flat. You heard it right here. I confused myself. So again, you can listen back, compare, and if you really want to challenge, try to play something in all 12 keys. Enjoy.